What's going on, guys? My name is Tom, or Tom the Unbreakable, and for today's video I want to discuss why you are experiencing back pain. So this is a video on how to reduce back pain, how to address it, how to fix it, and why you are experiencing back pain, right? So the reason why, let's address this first. Are you in a wheelchair? If so, then your answer is because you're sitting down all day and your body needs a break essentially, and you need to stretch and relax the muscles, right? And if you're not in a wheelchair, if you're moving on your 2 feet, then it's a little bit more complicated because it could be a serious issue, right? So back problems normally occur when you are in a fixated position for a long period of time, such as being at your computer, looking downwards on your phone, sitting down all day at your office, in a wheelchair, etc. Right? So anything that places a lot of tension, a lot of torque on your spine will cause back problems. And this is due to repetitive stress movements, if that makes any sense. So as you're gaming or looking down on your phone, it's repetitive. You're continually stressing the muscles and your spine, causing problems. And so that is that. But let's say if you hurt your disc or something to that sort, then that's a little bit more complicated and more complex, and you should really see a doctor in that case. But for this video, we're just going to talk about the norm of back pain, right? Nothing too serious, and I'm going to tell you how to address it, right, in the proper way. So if you're like me, sit down in a wheelchair all day, you may experience back pain. But if you don't sit down in a wheelchair all day, you can still listen up and gain some advice, because this will definitely help you out. So I sit down on a wheelchair all day. I sit down on my computer all day, and I use my phone a lot throughout the day. So all of these actions that I place my body in is stressing my muscles out, my spine out, resulting in pain. And when you go throughout the day, people, you have to realize that you also have your posture state, right? So your posture dictates everything. So when you're at your computer, or when you're sitting down at your lap, or sitting down in your wheelchair or at your office chair, your posture matters a lot. You must really address that on a daily basis. Even if you're walking, right, you need to pay attention to your posture. Even when you're sleeping, your posture is being affected. So every day throughout the day, you need to focus on your posture, right? So just because you're sitting down at a computer or in your wheelchair doesn't mean you are prone to back issues. You can prevent it by taking the extra measures in order to prevent that, obviously, right? And that is by really focusing on your posture. So if you're always slouching, then you're going to experience more complications. But if you were to fix your posture, right, and sit correctly in a proper way, you are reducing the tension and stress and damage to your muscles, which at the end of the day will definitely make you feel better, because as you continuously neglect your posture, it will accumulate over time, and as a consequence, you're going to develop a hunchback, you're going to hurt your discs, and your body's going to be fixated in that position, and that's going to affect your performance, your walking ability, the way you sleep. Your whole life is going to be affected because of your posture. And now you have to seek a chiropractor or a doctor if it's that serious, in order to help strengthen your spine again and to get it mobilized in the right direction, because it's all tweaked, and you're causing more issues because you're still in that abnormal position. So many of these back problems comes from poor posture and the neglect of self-care, essentially, right? So the body needs maintenance, mostly every day, but if you could get it about 2 to 3 times out the week, you should be fine. But a lot of people neglect their own bodies. A lot of people don't take care of themselves, and I know how difficult it is because of our condition. However, that is no excuse to not try to make yourself better, right? So what I'm trying to say is that you need to focus on your posture, and you need to get massages, done by a professional, or you can massage yourself to help relieve the tension and stress that your muscles are holding on to. And you need to start stretching, because when you do stretches, you are relieving the tension, the stress, and you are improving your mobility. When you have improved mobility, you are less stressed and there's less tension throughout your body. And mobility, flexibility matters the most when it comes to being pain free. So that is that, people. And I guarantee you, if you focus on the posture, that's a big one, the posture, and focus on stretching, you'll feel 100 times better. I know for me personally, when I stretch after sitting down in my wheelchair all day long, I feel a huge relief after I stretch, and then I go back in my wheelchair to sit down for another endless 10 hours, and then my back's hurting again. And I know I have back problems because I developed scoliosis pretty early in my childhood years, and so I could have prevented that by taking the extra measures, such as focusing on my posture, going to chiropractors, getting manipulated, getting massages, and so forth, right? But if you have troubles fixing your posture, you guys could get back brace, right? That's what it's called, I believe, right? To help with your posture, right? And this back brace will essentially help align your spine, right, in the right direction, and it will basically enforce you to keep your posture upright and in the right position. So if you guys need help with any of posture correction things, or if you need help with stretches and massages, or anything like that, please hit me up. Leave me a comment down below. Visit my website. Links are in the description. And thumbs up this video if it helped you out. And subscribe to my channel if you guys want to stay tuned in. Hopefully this video helped you out. Please leave me some feedback, and you guys have a great day.